A Bird Came Down the Walk by Emily Dickinson. A bird came down the walk. He did not know I saw. He bit an angleworm in halves and ate the fellow, raw, and then he drank a dew from a convenient grass, and then hopped sidewise to the wall to let a beetle pass. He glanced with rapid eyes that hurried all abroad. They looked like frightened beads, I thought. He stirred his velvet head like one in danger, cautious. I offered him a crumb and he unrolled his feathers and rowed him softer home than oars divide the ocean. 2 silver for a seam, or butterflies, off banks of noon leap, plashless as they swim. Scroll poet description. Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson, 1830 to 1886, was an American poet known for her unique, compact style and deep introspection. Much of her poetry explores themes like nature, death, immortality, and the inner world of the human spirit. She led a reclusive life and published only a few poems during her lifetime, but is now considered one of the most important figures in American literature. Writing hand poem summary. The poem, A Bird Came Down the Walk, describes a simple, yet vivid observation of a bird by the speaker. The bird walks on the ground, eats a worm, drinks dew from the grass, and then becomes startled when it notices the speaker. The speaker tries to offer it a crumb, but the bird gracefully flies away, with its flight described in soft, ethereal imagery. Paint palette. Poetic devices. Imagery. Vivid visual details, e.g., he drank a dew from a convenient grass, he bit an angleworm in halves. Personification. The bird is given human-like behavior and feelings, such as, he glanced with rapid eyes. Metaphor. The bird's flight is compared to oars in water and butterflies in the sky. Alliteration. Repetition of consonant sounds, 2 silver for a seam, s sound. Enjambment. Lines flow into the next without pause, mimicking natural movement. Tone. Curious, gentle, and respectful observation of nature. Face mask. Themes. Nature and its beauty. The poem highlights the grace and intricacy of a simple bird's actions. Human interaction with nature. The speaker is an observer, trying to connect but remaining distant. The tension between wild and tame. The bird acts freely until it senses human presence and flies away. Transience and fragility. The bird's fleeting presence symbolizes the delicate balance in nature. Open book. Stanza 1. A bird came down the walk. A bird casually walks down a garden path. He did not know I saw. The bird doesn't realize it's being watched. He bit an angleworm in halves, and ate the fellow, raw. He finds a worm, bites it in half, and eats it raw, just as nature works. Open book. Stanza 2. And then he drank a dew from a convenient grass. Next, he drinks fresh dew from nearby grass. And then hops sidewise to the wall, to let a beetle pass. He politely steps aside to let a beetle go by. Open book. Stanza 3. He glanced with rapid eyes that hurried all abroad. He starts looking around nervously. They looked like frightened beads, I thought. To the speaker, his eyes look like scared little beads. He stirred his velvet head. He gently moves his soft, velvety head. Open book. Stanza 4. Like one in danger, cautious, he acts as if he senses danger, careful and alert. I offered him a crumb. The speaker reaches out kindly, offering him food. And he unrolled his feathers, and rowed him softer home. But instead of accepting it, the bird flies away, softly, gracefully. Open book. Stanza 5. Then oars divide the ocean, 2 silver for a seam. His flight is gentler than oars cutting through water, too smooth for even a line to appear. Or butterflies, off banks of noon, leap, plashless as they swim. Or like butterflies that float quietly in the afternoon, making no splash as they fly. Emily Dickinson shows us how even the tiniest scenes in nature can be full of beauty, life, and meaning. The bird, wild and free, reminds us to observe quietly and respect the delicate world around us. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this poetic journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Asterisk. Learning with Syed Tahir Jalil. Asterisk. Books. Poetry, made simple, just for you.